I can't bring you boring discussions and Charlie if we jump more than for do sports tomorrow. Yeah, so relax. I've got you covered. Yeah. Okay, gentlemen, are we ready? We ready?
Let's ready to
Okay.
rumble.
So first on our plate is the Ghana Black Stars technical team, 18-man squad technical team. Yeah, and if the live stream is ready, okay. Thank you very much. So for those of you who are streaming on Facebook, we've projected an image of the entire membership of the 18-man technical team that the Ghana Football Association announced yesterday. But I'll run you through the list myself. So, of course, the head coach still remains Otuado. He is the head coach, the manager, the man at the helm of affairs. But in addition to Otuado, the Black Stars have, the Ghana Football Association announced that in addition to Otuado, Rimfred Anton Scheffer, who has always been the technical advisor, remains the technical advisor, obviously. But that means he would also be part of that 18-man contingent that will be going to the World Cup. Yeah. So Wilfred Anton Schäfer is still part of the team as a technical advisor. And then John Penso, former Black Stars defender John Penso, who has already been named as an assistant manager, is also there still as an assistant coach. So John Penso is also part of that contingent. And now one of the new faces here is Kim Las Bjorkegren. Now Kim Las Bjorkegren, as you know, is the manager for the Black Queens, the senior national women's team of Ghana. That is the Black Queens. Yeah, he led them to the last Women's African Cup of Nations. They placed third, and he's about to lead them to another AFCON. Another Women AFCON is starting in March. He will be leading them to that one too. So the Black Queens manager has also been named. This one is the shocking part for me. Like, I rarely say this, right? Like, I've never really heard of it. I don't know about my pundits. I'll go to each one of them to find out if they've heard this before. But me personally, who be that? Yeah, so but that's the latest. Kim Las Bjorkegren, the coach of the Black Queens, has also been named as part of the 18-man squad technical team for the Black Stars. Now, away from that, we have Fatau Dauda. Fatau Dauda was part of the old guard. Yeah, he was named long ago as the goalkeeper's coach, and he still remains the goalkeeper's coach. So yeah, there's Fatau Dada, and then there is a Gregory De Groen. Yeah, this guy is one of the new ones. He's a video analyst apparently. Yeah, Gregory De Groen. He's the video analyst, and then there is Issa Amadou. He is an equipment officer. I think he has also been part of the old guard. But one of the new ones too is Carlos Lozano Romero. He is a team physiotherapist. Yes, team physiotherapist. Carlos Lozano Romero. He's a new one that has been named by the GFA for the World Cup. Another one too is Chris Perkai. Yeah, he's the psychologist apparently. He's the team psychologist. Chris Perkai. I don't know if it's one of the new ones or one of the old ones. At this point, then the next on my list is Bonsu Derek Kwame. Yeah, Bonsu Derek Kwame. Apparently, he's the physical trainer. I think he might probably be part of the old guys too. And then there is Desmond Ofei. Desmond Ofei was the under-20. I think he's still the under-20, the Ghana under-20 manager. He was part of the assistant team, the assistant coaches long ago, part of the old guard. And then the new one, I think this is one of the new additions, Alain Ravera. So according to this one, he's part of the assistant coaches. So one, assistant coaches in Bekamo. There is John Pencil, one, assistant coach number 1. There is Kim Lias Bjorkegren, assistant coach number 2. That's the Black Queens coach. Only assistant coach number 2. There's Desmond Ofei. That is the under-20 manager. He's assistant coach number 3. And then there is Alain Ravera. He's also assistant coach number 4. There is assistant coach number 5 and / video analyst Jose Daniel Martinez Alfonso. Apparently a new chap. He's assistant coach number 5. And then there is the team doctor, and then performance coach and team manager. So basically, yeah, what do you need Nabuma? It's 18. A whole team. Yeah, my team I bobo Nagasan team I bobo. Ebimu team name 18-man squad for tournaments. And you team by yan name 18-man a technical team for World Cup. Me say World Cup ni Angia on the basic room. So, gentlemen, this is what we have on our play this morning. An 18-man technical team squad has been named by the GFA. First off, let me take your thoughts on this one. Your general thoughts on this one. When you first heard that this is what the GFA is doing or has done, what came to your mind?
First of all, I would say the first thing that I wanted to find out was the people that were named. The first question people should ask themselves is an 18-man technical team a normal thing in modern football? And the answer is yes.
You think it's normal in modern football?
Yeah, back in 2020, the English Championship, England took as many as 25 technical team members to the championship, including
what championship?
The Euros.
Okay.
Including players, managers, public relation managers, security. They all added them.
I see.
So France at the 2022 World Cup took about 23 technical team. Argentina that won the actual took about 16 technical team members to the World Cup. So if you are looking at us or from a view of Ghana being a modern competitor in world football because we are going to the World Cup, then it is a good decision. And when you look at the people that have been listed, you know, back in the days, technical team included the likes of Randia Base, administrative people. We all know they are not going to add anything to the football that we are going to play.
Okay.
But most of these players are technical people, not administrative people.
Okay.
You get it. So from there, I can say, yes, if they are going to play that role, then I think it's a good decision. And here's the case too. This is the first time in a long time that we are playing the World Cup that is not played in one country. Okay. So logistics, you know, maybe Ghana can play in the US, Mexico, having a lot of people who can maybe go and search for their fitness, you know, if everything is well and everything. Logistic wise, having a big squad or a big technical team helps. Okay. So in that aspect, I think is a good idea. But here's the case, Ghana, sometimes, people are going there for going there sake. Like you listed, normally, assistants should be 3. Just to keep, but having 5 assistants.
Yeah, we have 5 assistant coaches. Yeah.
Most of these numbers, France like this 2022, they brought about 6 fitness coaches to the World Cup because they know that if one fitness coach can help Mbappe improve his fitness 1% better, they think like, or they feel like it's worth that bringing maybe a fitness coach, but bringing assistant coaches, what are they going to share that Otoado? It's a way, but technically, in terms of the number of people going to the World Cup.
Okay, if I understand clearly, for you, the number is not necessarily a problem. Yeah. The number is normal. Yeah. But it's the composition of the number that you have a problem with. Exactly. So 5 assistant managers for you. And,
logistically, the team manager and normally because it's 3 countries, they should have been more than 2 or 1. Okay. You get it. Okay. But having only 1 or 2 people in that area whilst having 5 assistants doesn't sound well to me. Okay. But in terms of football, modern football, having 18 is normal. Okay.
Yeah. What about the Black Queens manager, Bjork Green, being named? Has that ever happened before? That the substantive manager of the women's senior national team is named as part of
I haven't heard it before. Okay. But is he a good coach? From what he has done with the Black Queens and what he is a good coach, but I haven't heard before that the coach, the head coach of a women's team is now part of the no I haven't.
Okay, that was Kelvin Atta Aminyampon sharing his thoughts on that one. Who is next on my list? Who wants to go next? Who's got next?
I'm here.
Okay.
So Manuel, we've come a long way as a football nation, okay? And enough of that type of traditional system whereby we go to tournaments, it's just the head coach, the assistant coach, and later you find yourself with some of the technical team members being part of the whole setup. But in modern day football has revolutionized in such a way that you need more hands on deck. You need more hands to in terms of video analysis, which now we have as part of the team. It's a very good.
I think we have 2 video analysts as part of this team.
Yes, and it is very good. My concern is about the new people who have been appointed as part of the performance coach and everything. Those who are the guys who are going to look at the recovery process of the entire team. You play this game, how are the players faring? How are they going to manage injury situations when it comes to critical moments? And these are good additions. Honestly, the likes of England, as you mentioned, France, Germany, and even Brazil have this particular setup in Argentina.
They have 18-man squads.
It could even be more. It could even be more. This is just the technical team members. And Kelvin was mentioning the likes of Randy Abbey, and those are part of the GFA management, Black Stars management committee members. So probably you might see Randy Abbey in that kind of setup again from that angle, handling the administrative process.
Wait, what's the difference? Technical team and
this is just
management team members.
This is just for the core team itself, that we are distincting the administrative duties so that you get the experienced people who are really on the job in certain areas. You can't tell me that Randy Abbey should go and be the one in charge of the video analysis. You can't tell me that Randy Abbey should be in charge of performance coach or recovery coach. It doesn't work that way.
So
this setup,
team managers, which supposedly Randy Abbey is part of.
So that one will be that's what we call that. They are called the Black Stars management committee members. Okay, and this is the technical aspect. So there's a distinct thing between these two things. Okay? So one could handle administrative purposes and other aspects, and the technical team members will be devoid from any other administrative duties and any other thing else. Their main focus is just on the team and nothing else. So personally, it's a good thing that we have adopted. The numbers 18. Is it okay? Yes, it is okay. My only problem I didn't get to see was an inclusion of some of the old lads, like the likes of Stenapia and Asamajan. You know, these guys, Mike Lacey, these are the guys that these young chaps look after them. But you may mention the likes of John Pencil and Fatah Dada, also part of the team. But the big question is, do they carry weight like how Asamajan, Stephen Appiah, Michael Lacey?
And in what capacity would those people
So probably
be
I can see maybe they might go to the Black Stars management committee section to give the team pep talk. But I would have loved them to be part of the technical members team, technical members, because these guys are gifted in terms of maybe our striking post. But we have the likes of the Black Queens manager, who's also very gifted, a very technical and hard guy, very disciplined when it comes
to... No, Mike, I'm asking you a question. If the Asamajans and the Stephen Appiahs were supposedly, according to you, added to the technical team, in what capacity would they be serving?
No, part of
which of the portfolios I named do you think they would be filling if they were part of that?
Of course, they can easily fill part of the assistants coaches portfolio.
Coach.
Yes.
Do they have the license?
The question is, relax. But the question is, do they have the licenses? No, they don't have the licenses. But if they had the licenses, they're also like they are fit to it. So right now, as I kept on saying, they can be part of the Black Stars management committee members or part of, as Kelvin suggested, the ambassadorial people who will be part of the team to make sure that things go well, because they also have experiences in the World Cup activities. So to me personally, this is a right step in the right direction for Ghana Black Stars. And if you are wondering, I think apart from Seven Grok Eriksson, the former England manager who was from Sweden, I think and one of the most successful managers to come from Sweden is also our Black Stars, our Black Queens manager. Currently is also part of this team. So it's a right step. I think the entire GFA body sat down to know what they want at a particular point in time, and this is just a right step in the direction. If it's about money issues, I pray that the entire team will not, the nation will rally behind these members. The nation will rally behind these members so that we don't come and be like, this is what we need. It's been a long time since we held the trophy in our hands as a nation, and the World Cup, one may laugh that can we win it?
So you think this 18-man technical team is going to win us the World Cup?
It's going to do well at the World Cup.
Hey, I say, Prince.
Manuel.
Yeah,
Manuel,
please,
keep me on 2 points.
I should do what?
Keep me on 2 points.
Okay.
1, competence, and 2, money.
Okay.
Let me start with money.
Okay.
You know the group stage. Let's look at Ghana's record at the World Cup 2014. Exit group stage. There was a hiatus over there. Something bad happened. We don't care. We missed 2018 completely. 2022, what happened again? Group stage. We missed a penalty. And this World Cup is the biggest so far, considering the number of teams that are participating and the places that are to be played. And the prize money for even exiting the group stage, looking at our last 2 performances there, right now we are guaranteed group stage, whatever, to perform. We have and the prize money is $10.5 million. Now, how much is Ghana's budget? 13 million.
I mean, the budget for the World Cup has not been named yet.
No, no, that's a proposed one.
Okay.
13 million.
Okay.
Now, you are going to use 13 million to get back 10 million.
$30 million or cedis.
$30 million. To get back 10 million.
Budget for the World Cup, $30 million.
Go and verify. 30 million. And you are mostly guaranteed that we'll get that from this group. Mostly. Because now that moves me to the technical side. I said two, so I've done one. Two. Now look at our coach, Otuado. How long has he been in charge? Let me say from my head, 2022 to now, 4 years. I can't say if my coach is an attacking coach, a defensive coach, a counter-attacking coach. I can't pinpoint. I can't pinpoint that. Two, let's look at these new people that we are bringing. These new people, let's say they are very diverse. Did we even check if they fit the coach's agenda or style of play? Because if you should tell me you are bringing in a rest defense coach, when your coach doesn't want a rest defense, he will panic and say, please, all players go back and play 5 back. Do you think someone who's supposed to assist you with defensive duties will be happy with you on the bench? This is very like it's likely to tamper the harmony in the dressing room. And then we look at someone like Pencil. He has the license. Congratulations to him. But experience, what is he bringing in? Like, what's the assistant? We know teams. We watch football. Let me use my ass now. We have defensive coach. We have Henze. We have Steffenberg, that guy, Airport Einstein guy. And then we have our 3 assistants. Each one knows, or each one is responsible for what they'll do. A set piece coach, even. This assistant, what are they bringing? Who are they? We have the guy that did a performance analysis. He was there in our last AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. He's supposed to be fired. Like, what's the performance? What is our performance over there? We have a goalkeeper who a ball was moving out. We are on the verge of winning, catches the ball. Like, what? How did he help?
That goalkeeper is no longer part of the team, right?
And still, we are struggling with a goalkeeper. We are still struggling. We don't know if Benjamin Cleansheet will still be in post or Woolacott will be in post. See, this squad that we are having, Pencil, Fatal Dauda, I heard Kingston is part. Is it true? Richard Kingston, Olele Kingston.
No, he's not part.
It's not part. So we have Dauda in there. He has experience. Congrats. But look, listen. What's the work performance? If we are really looking at performing at this World Cup, let's look at one of our opponents, England. Do you know Tuchel's team at Chelsea is the same as having at England? Now that is what something that will bring harmony. Everybody is understanding, knows that this is what we have to do to achieve this. Not just bringing the numbers, bringing someone from Belgium, bringing someone from Sweden, Switzerland, wherever, and then bringing them and say, we have assembled. Why is it Captain Planet? That we are bringing different elements together to form one human being. And then we need to make it sink. And I look at our coach, he's the head, he'll be leading. He's not decisive. Yeah, like, Otuado, if I meet you, I'm not saying you're a bad person, you're a very good person, but we are not seeing you being decisive. We don't know.
You've not seen his stamp on the team.
Yes, we don't know if we are to define you. Okay, you're a good coach. You're coming up. What have you even modeled? Even like Kingston with the under-17, we saw his style of play, and he stayed in the job for less than a year. We saw his input. We saw what he can do, how he wants his team to play. With the under-17, the assistant for the Black Queens, we know how he wants his team to play. Otuado, how do you want to play? We don't know. Like, how can we as a team, we want to win the World Cup? No, we can't win it. That's being real. But we want to perform, because that's in our DNA. That we perform on these big stages. Every coach we've taken to the World Cup that performed well had their signature from start. Milo, Djokovic, they had their own system. We know that this is what this guy wants to go. This is what he wants to do. This is how we expect this guy to play. When this guy is coming in, we know the game is changing. For Otto, we don't know. All we would see is maybe Semenyo playing 9. When we know he's better off on the wings, then we'll see Partey trying to be an 8. When we know that he can stabilize our midfield and then
push players forward. It's not about the numbers. It's about the quality and the head figure. He determines. And I'm saying if from the head, the spirit sports from the head. And if we bring in even Mourinho to assist this man and he doesn't know where he wants to go, we will end up even not scoring a single goal. Yeah, that's the end of my submission.
Okay, so Prince, because you made mention of the World Cup budget, I've been trying to find any sort of official communication on whether or not there's a leak or even a hint of what the budget for this World Cup will look like. But there's none for this upcoming one. But the only thing I can say as to that is the Minister of Sports and Recreation, Mr. Edie Adams, had said that the government, the ministry would announce publicly the budget for this upcoming World Cup when it is ready. Okay, so that is what I have seen with regards to that. Okay, I see you showing me something else. Okay, so this one says Ghana allocates 13 million to Black Stars ahead of 2026 FIFA World Cup, and it was published 14th November 2025. Okay, so yeah, that is a Ghana Web publication. But yeah, like I said, thank you for that. But like I said, usually the budget for the World Cup is published in at least 6 months or so, before the World Cup. This sounds way too long for us to be able to use that as the benchmark. But I found a communique from the former sports minister on how much Ghana spent at the last World Cup. And according to the former sports minister, Mustafa Yusuf, he says Ghana spent $5.1 million at the World Cup in Qatar. So that is how much we spent at the last World Cup. And we played only for the group stages, by the way. Okay, so we can use that as a benchmark and say, for now, at the very least, we will be spending 5.1, probably more at this World Cup. But even with that one, we didn't have an 18-man technical team squad. Do you get? Yeah. At Qatar, we didn't have an 18-man technical team squad. But in USA, Canada, Mexico, we'll be having an 18-man team technical team squad. Now that is not inclusive of the Black Stars management committee members. Yeah. Mind you, there is the Black Stars management committee members. Them men. To them day. They're big men. Yeah. That is where your Stephen Appias and your all those people are part of that squad. And then there will be an 18-man technical team squad before the Black Star players themselves. So I guess my question is, let's look at the financial aspect now. Is it making sense financially for us to be doing this?
Is it making sense?
Yeah, financially, for us to have an 18-man technical team, and then on top of that, have a Black Stars management committee members team who will be taking at least 60,000 per diems and appearance fee, because that's what they took the last time. The last time, each Black Stars management committee member took 60,000 just for appearance for going to the World Cup. So, does it make fiscal sense, financial sense for us to do this?
In terms of financial, if it was just based on the technical team, it makes sense. But here again, I understand when you add the administrative people that are coming in that are not going for free, and you ask me what do they do like for the team to progress, and they are taking that amount of
according
money.
to Michael, Stephen Appiah has played the World Cup before.
So you will figure
So for that,
maybe ambassadors fine, but I'm talking about the Alaji Gruses, the Randy Abbas, the football people that follow the team.
Even with
I don't understand what
the
they
former
do
players like motivating, like the team. I mean, we have a team psychologist, but for some reason,
maybe the Jama somebody
$60,000.
No, you see, this is where you guys are getting it wrong. I think we are not being objective here when it comes to issues of financial issues with the Ghana Black Star.
Oh yeah.
Because one, and I think anybody listening to me will be like, I could ask our bottom, but the truth is, this country, we are not willing and ready to learn anything. Ghana is, I think, the second country in the world that government interfered in our governing football agencies, and we were not banned by FIFA. We had the normalization committee. We had the opportunity to restructure our football. Like you and I would not be sitting here discussing this issue in the first place. we had the opportunity to rebrand our football, build our football from the scratch, build proper administrative structures, and we blew it away. So this is where we are as a country. It simply tells you that this country is not worth committing anything for. We will go and repeat it. And the $60,000 you are talking about this year, it will jump to $120,000. Don't be surprised. Anytime you are going for any major tournament, this is the only country we over budget even more than the price tag on that particular trophy.
For a minute, the way Michael started, that, I thought he was about to. Yeah, but now
that's why from the beginning I was like, let's not talk about finances, because some of us, if it's about finances, we will get emotional here right now. We won't be objective. Because it is sad seeing a football nation like Ghana going back and forth about this particular subject issue. It's not say I feel in because in person we can say nobody be na kudi boys nature mun timi anko World Cup. Ghana for their son is subantie.
Charlie.
Because you will still come back and have the same discussion.
Charlie,
here. Mark my words after the World Cup.
Bono, the football is played on the pitch. Football is played on the pitch.
Manuel.
Teams, the Argentinas and the countries that have been winning the World Cup, they've been winning the World Cup with the football on the pitch. It is not your backroom staff and your technical and your
and
your $60,000 and your team and your. Football is played on the pitch.
Manuel, I think it counts. Football today is not cheap. It's expensive. It comes at a cost. My challenge is with Ghana as a country, in terms of this cost aspect, is if these people are going to be on board for just the World Cup or for foreseeable future. If it's just for the World Cup, I'll say whatever cost they are going to incur purposely for this World Cup is worthwhile. But if they are going to be on it till the next tournament, and they'll be there on payroll every month, I will say that's wrong. But if it's purposely for this World Cup, our preparation, we are bringing this 18 team on board for this tournament, I agree the cost perfectly. But to put them on payroll, monthly salary, paying them every time, whether there's tournament, whether there's right now for 3 months, there's no friendly game to like match, right? So they will not be working, then we'll still be paying them. No. But if it's for preparation for this tournament, starting from this month, February, I like early preparation so that we see what you are. It may be to give Otuado the opportunity to see if he's going to attack England or defend against England. So this 6 months preparation to help them get acquainted to each other. I agree. The cost, yes. Beyond that, I would think it's unfair, unreasonable, and it should be avoided.
Okay, that is what Prince has to say on that issue. We have to wrap up this discussion now and move on to other matters. But yeah. So I believe that is Prince's final submission on that one. Do you guys want to have a final say on that one so we can move on?
Yeah. So going forward, I want this entire country to rally behind the boys. Discussion results, because that as part of our failure and global disgrace at the Brazil World Cup feature, when we were flying monies in helicopters and planes to go give to the guys, it didn't end there. We still failed in other World Cup sessions. So let us rally behind the guys in good spirit. Let us see what they can bring. We will be there.
Okay, Kelvin.
Yeah, I think, for the first time, I'm very enthusiastic about the World Cup for the Blast
because
Stars.
of the 18 months back.
Yeah, the technical team, I'm very impressed. Having 2 video analysts, in a modern football, for a team for analysts to be there for the team, one for opposition, one for the team, knowing that attacking this England left back, once you do that, there's a gap. Not just the coach, viewing the dashboard. We have video analyst people who can say, once you attack the left side of Skelly, there's a wrong this one, pointing all these things, going to live matches to, analyze all these things and performance and all that. I think technical wise, if they are credible enough, because assistant wise, the French guy, he has been assistant for Monaco. He has been assistant for the Guinean team. He has been assistant for Rennes. So he has the experience as being an assistant. If they can gel and again understand the philosophy of the coach, which is Otuado, like my brother said, I don't know how Otuado sets up. You know, he can set up like you don't know how he plays. But you know, maybe with these coaches coming on board, because maybe they know that, or the board know that maybe technically maybe Otuado might be lacking, but having these good coaches around him can, you know, just like Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick has, you know, a very experienced assistant coach, you know, who many are crediting what Manchester United to him. You know, once he has these good coaches around him, maybe with that they can form a system and a philosophy for the Blasters so that we can do better.
Okay, maybe they can form a system and a philosophy for the Blasters for them to do better. That is what Kelvin has said about that 18-man technical team squad that the GFA released yesterday. Look, and here's mine. Call me prophet. I'll tell you this. Come 2026, yeah, we will go to the World Cup with this 18-man technical team squad and other Blasters management committee members and what have you. And while I hate that I'm about to say this because I love the Blasters and I would love nothing more than to see the Blasters do so well at the World Cup. I'll tell you this. After 3 Group L games, the best that would probably do is a 3rd place finish or a 2nd place finish. Yeah,
And that means we go through.
Oh, but of course, who told you we are going to top that group?
and that would be our best with the 18-man technical team squad. That would be our best, a 3rd place finish. Hopefully, you qualify as one of the best 3rd place performing teams. But that one, if I won't hold my breath. Okay, so away from that, let's take our first musical break now. And then when we get back to the studio, we would move on to other discussions. And I believe Brazil's Enrique is next on our list. So yeah, let's go for this one. And then we'll be back after that. Okay. That was Baby Diaz with Alonzi. I hope you enjoyed that one. Yeah. You know how we do it on the Weekend Sports Rally. We bring you the latest trendy songs. Yeah, as part of our musical breaks after we've consumed and delved deep into the biggest and most controversial discussions in the world of sports. So now we are about to move on to the next thing on our agenda, the next item on our agenda today, and that is Endrick. Yeah, the Brazilian chap who joined Real Madrid in a very famous move. Now, things didn't really go well for him at Real Madrid under Xabi Alonso, and then he made a decision to go out to Lyon in the French Ligue 1 on loan. And well, let's just say that decision is turning out to pay off a great deal, because in every single game, it looks like in every single game that he's played for Lyon, he has scored a goal. So I guess the question on my mind and on the minds of my pundits today is that, should Endrick be Brazil's first choice number 9 at the 2026 FIFA World Cup? Guys, and that is what we're about to talk about. So, yeah, if you're still listening to us on Z11.9 FM, this is the Weekend Sports Rally Show with me, Emmanuel Kwame Donko. And we've already discussed the Ghana Blasters 18-man technical team for the FIFA World Cup. Now we are about to discuss Endrick and whether or not Brazil and Carlo Ancelotti should make him the first choice striker for the Brazilian national team, the Seleção, at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So guys, Endrick, my producer, if for those of you streaming, apparently we are streaming on YouTube and not on Facebook. I thought we were streaming on Facebook, but the Facebook stream will be up soon for our Facebook viewers, our Facebook community. But yeah, at the moment we are streaming on YouTube, a video stream that is on YouTube. But again, you can log on, you can just go to your search engine, your Internet Explorer, whatever, Google, just type Z11.9 FM, and then you can stream the live show on audio and on Z11.9 FM on your Google search platforms. Yeah, so yeah. If you're streaming, we've projected Endrick's stats for pretty much every club he's played for, and I want you to pay attention to Olympique Lyon. Okay, so that's at the bottom on the image. So for Olympique Lyon, Endrick has played 5 games, and in the 5 games, he scored 5 goals. He's given 1 assist. So for the for the 5 games Hendrik has played, he's pretty much scored in every single game. Yeah, he has a ratio of 1 goal per game, right? Okay, so I'm told that Facebook stream is working now. So you can join our Facebook live stream. Just go to your Facebook and type Z101.9 FM, and then you would get a live stream of this beautiful weekend sports rally show that we're doing for you. Okay, guys, let's talk about Hendrik now. So in 5 games, he scored 5 goals, provided 1 assist. Is he the man? It's pretty much. Is that a man in form, like the man in form in the whole world right now? Is anybody else in better form than Hendrik at the moment?
Averaging a goal again. I doubt there's someone right now, to say that they are in a better form than Hendrik right now. Talent-wise, we all heard the news of a kid who was so good that he was named after a Manchester United legend, Bobby Charlton. The ability to strike a ball, I think there are only few players who can hit the ball as good as he can. He's powerful, he's great. But unfortunately, he went into a Real Madrid team that, had the likes of Mbappe, all these players playing. So people might say that maybe he wasn't good enough. But his move to Lyon has shown the world, or at least made people know that, okay, this guy is the real deal. But the question is, should he start as the number 9 for Brazil? It depends. If you are looking...
let me interrupt you a minute. So, producer, if you can project the Brazil last official lineup for under Carlo Ancelotti for me. So we see who the Brazil team played as the number 9 or for the attacking game in that one for me. So our pundits can use that to make their cases for whether or not Hendrik should be the starting lineup or the first choice number 9 for that team. So there's an image of the Brazil national team last. Okay, so this is the attacking options for Brazil officially that Carlo Ancelotti called up in Brazil's last official game. So they had Richarlison, Victor Roque, and then João Pedro, and then Matheus Cunha, Luis Enrique, Rodrigo Estevao, Vinicius Jr. Now, a lot of these boys are wingers and attacking midfielders. But if you want proper number 9s, I guess you have to talk about Richarlison, Victor Roque, and João Pedro, right? These are the 3 that we can probably say are going to be filling in for, the number 9 spot. So pretty much if Hendrik is to be called up for the next Brazil game, he'll be competing with these players, right? And this is the official lineup that Brazil played in their last friendly game. That was a friendly game against Tunisia. It was a 1-1 draw. So it had, Carlo Ancelotti fielded Vinicius Jr. and Matheus Cunha as 2 top. And then Rodrigo was the left winger in that game. And Estevao was the right winger. And then a double pivot of Guimarães and Casemiro. And then Carlos Enrique, Marquinhos, blah, blah, blah. But so in this game, he didn't really play a proper number 9. Like no João Pedro, no Richarlison.
So if Carlo Ancelotti is going to stick with the 4-4-2 diamond or the 4-4-2 that usually has fluid people like what he did for Real Madrid, then I think having someone like Hendrik, because ability to link up with play, ability to come inside, drive, play short. If my colleague here will remember, I think there was a Champions League match between Real Madrid and the team, and we were all screaming, don't shoot, but he had the confidence to shoot from there. So if it's going to be a 4-4-2 with teams like with playing or pairing with a winger, already he was a teammate with Vinicius, so that chemistry will already be there. So then I think he should start. But then again, if it's going to be a 4-3-3, where maybe a 4-2-3-1, where maybe Neymar comes in as the number 10 and they need a number 9, then personally, I think they need a specialist. And now, currently, the Brazilian team doesn't have like a specialist when it comes to number 9, but a chap called Thiago Igor. The Brentford striker who has scored 17 goals in 22 games. Playing for Brentford and scoring 17 goals
in 22.
In 25, a proper number 9 who I think Brazil will be facing Senegal, who actually, bully them, who hold up play for these wingers like the Rodriguez to be dribbling and all that. If they need that striker, the number 9, to score the goals, to be dirty, to sleep on the defenders and all that, then I think they should have a look. Because I don't think...
Interesting you should mention that. Let's talk about Thiago and Hendrik. Let's look at the two players in their profiles. Are there similarities or differences?
There's difference. Thiago is the proper target man. Okay, the one who is the focal point of attack.
Okay.
Play the ball to him, let him, control the ball, bring in players into attack. And Hendrik is an advanced striker, as Americans will call it. Someone who can come in and play, and someone who is mostly playing off the shoulder of the last defender. Play me the through ball. I have the speed, I have the power, the movement in there to score. So they are two different profiles. So if that's why I'm saying, if it is a two top that they are going to play,
I mean,
then having
I get what you're saying, but
as a number 9.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but yeah, you can talk about the height between the height difference between the two players, and yeah, obviously, Thiago would beat Hendrik with height, but strength. Hendrik has been told to be a very, very strong chap for his size. For a chap of his size, apparently he's very, very strong. But you look at there was a video I saw, and I think I showed you guys. Real Madrid players were asked who was the strongest in the team, and a lot of them were mentioning the name of that chap. So it seems to me that ability, strength, is what you need when you want to be that, number 9,
I
fighting
think,
all defenders and playing off the back of defenders.
There's also the ability or the convincing that you want to actually do that. Someone might be strong, but the ability to hold up. That's why a lot of the time Lukaku was misprofiled, and he was only found his best form playing under Conte, when Conte publicly, said that because of Lukaku's size and because of his strength, people thought that he was a target man. Let's play the ball for Lukaku. Let him try and control the ball. Manchester United fans and Arsenal fans will laugh at him because he cannot control the ball. That wasn't his strength. But for a big man like Lukaku, he was fast. He was strong. So Conte saw that because he was strong and he was fast, we are going to use him as an advanced striker and use Lautaro as a target man instead. And that goal, he did so well that that year he did so well, winning Europa Player of the Year.
So it means there's a difference between the advanced striker, as you put it, and the target man.
Yeah,
what's the difference?
That's what I'm saying. The target man, normally the idea is to just bring the ball down, control the ball, try and bring other players into play.
So let's say in a game setting, a target man would probably be the one the goalkeeper loves the ball to. So usually you have to win your duels, aerial duels, and then be able to control the ball, bring it down, and then give a pass or something.
And dash or something like that. And a target man normally doesn't have to be the focal point. We have the likes of Thierry Henry, who famously didn't like to start in the middle. Normally, once he gets the ball, he tries to shift to the wing. So once he's the wing, when the players like Paris or Beckham has the ball, he tries to make diagonal runs, play the ball in between so that he can go.
So that kind of profile is what you call what?
And the advanced striker, always trying to play.
So in other words, could they be called the ball playing strikers?
You can also say that.
And then the traditional clinical target man. Okay.
So there are differences. Exactly. So if Ancelotti wants a number 9 that is going to be there, dirty, let me do the work for them. Let Neymar and all those skillful players have the freedom, to do what they are, so that most defenders will have their focus on that big guy who will be worrying them. Then I think Thiago, because Richarlison for me is not a number 9. He has never been from his time at Everton. He and Dominic Solanke was a winger, and Dominic Solanke was a striker. Cunha is not a number 9. The first time I saw him was the Olympics. He was playing two top with Richarlison, with the likes of Zikina and also Anthony playing as the wings. So if they want a number 9 who is going to score as a traditional 9, then they should look at Thiago Ido. But if they are going to play that same system, that will bring in the ball playing and all that, then I think Hendrik is a must. He should start ahead of the Richarlison and others. Okay,
that was Kelvin's point on that one. Who wants to go next for me?
Okay, so I want to pick it from this angle. Okay. The last time Brazil won the World Cup was in 2002, Korea, Japan. Okay. Where they had a certain Ronaldo, R9, scoring in the 67th and 79th minutes against Germany. Okay. I'm building my point from this aspect. Okay. Brazil is known for producing that traditional number 9 kind of player. The guy who doesn't waste chances. The guy who is always just, even if he plays 7 shots, he will get 6 shots on target. Okay. I made a deep search in currently looking at crop of players who can fill that number 9 spot for the entire Brazil national team. And there's this guy called Kyle Jorge. He plays for Cruzeiro in the Serie A Betano League.
Is it the same Kyle Jorge that couldn't make it at Chelsea?
Wait, I'm giving you some breakdown of their numbers. I don't know if he's the one. Okay. The 2025 season, he played 33 games, scored 21 goals, and gave 8 assists. Yuri Alberto, the same 2025 season, played 26 games for Corinthians, scored 10, gave 2 assists. Both of them are 24 years. Ego Jesus has played 32 games, scored 11, and given 1 assist. He will be 25 this February, 25th February.
What's the name of this chap again?
Kyle Jorge. K-I-O-K-A-I-O, then George. Then Victor Roque, okay? In the 25 season for the Serie A Betano League in Brazil, he played 33 games, scored 16 goals, gave 3 assists. He's 20 years. Ego Thiago, as Kelvin mentioned, he has scored 17 goals, giving 1 assist in 25 games. Richarlison, whether we like it or not, he's part of the attacking strike for the Brazil national team. He has scored 8 goals, 3 assists. He's 28. Ivan Nilsson for Bournemouth, 5 goals, 1 assist. João Pedro, 12 goals, 5 assists. And Endrick, 5 goals in 8 games, all competitions, and giving 2 assists. Okay. Now the big question is, if you are Don Carlo Ancelotti, who among these attacking prowess are you going to take to the World Cup? There are so many factors that are going to be put into consideration before even getting a proper number 9 to start in the game, because you know that the World Cup, the games are not being played in 2 legs. It's just 1 leg, 1 encounter, and you have to win.
Okay.
Should I risk myself in starting Endrick? What will Endrick give me ahead of all these players? And should I risk even starting Kyle Jorge, Yuri Alberto, Ego Jesus, or Victor Roque, or Thiago?
A lot of these players you've mentioned, they've not been supposedly considered by Ancelotti even, because he's made a couple of call-ups as Brazil manager, and it's not called a lot of these chaps they've not even come up on his list.
Victor Roque is part of my...
Yeah, Victor Roque is probably the only person who... But a lot of these other guys, Kyle, Ward, George, and
Manuel Thiago. It's early days yet. There's still more time to go, okay? Nobody knows what might happen. But as it stands now, if we are to bring up the Brazil national team squad, I see Endrick making up to the list. Okay, you can take him better ahead of Ivan Nilsson, Ego Jesus, and probably maybe Yuri Alberto. That aspect, because of what Endrick does. Okay, but on the other hand, to start Endrick as a number 9, I would have preferred Ego Thiago, the Brentford guy, than Endrick as a number 9 for the current Brazil national team. Okay. World Cup is not a try and error season. These are not friendly matches that we are going to play. Okay. I love Endrick, but I think there's still more room for improvement. The World Cup exposure will be a plus for his CV. Okay. Maybe he will come in and maybe from the 60th, 70th minute to come also see what he can bring up today. But to make him a main man leading the entire Brazil national team, that is where I find it a bit difficult, because listen, in football, 2 things count as an attacker: your ability for you to think, how sensible you are, and 2, how quick you are in terms of how you're able to control your body. And every serious manager knows that among all these players that I have mentioned, Endrick probably has speed than some of these guys. But at the end of the day, this is the speed that we are looking for. You're looking for someone who is clinical, someone who's going to bang in the box.
You think he's not clinical?
Endrick is fine, he's good, but to start at the World Cup frontier, it will be too quick for him. We are going to put a lot of pressure on the young chap.
Again, Endrick has 5 goals in 5 games for Lyon this season. And for the Brazil national team, right? He played 8 games last season, started 4, and he scored in 3 of those. In the 4 games he started, he scored in 3. The other 4, he came from the bench. So yeah, just to make the point of whether or not he's clinical.
Were those matches friendly matches?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 4 were friendly games. He started those of them, and he scored in 3 of them, right?
And was he called out by Carlo Ancelotti?
That was friendly. I think he was. Carlo Ancelotti was not the manager then when he was playing these games. Yeah.
Even at Real Madrid, company in Marche.
Under Carlo Ancelotti, Hendrik made his debut, and in every debut game he made, he scored a goal. He made in his debut in the Champions League, he scored a goal. In the debut in the Copa del Rey, he scored a goal. In his debut in La Liga, he scored a goal. In his Brazil debut, he scored a goal against Spain. By the way, I remember that game.
You are talking about a man who has managed one of the best teams in the world, Real Madrid, and is currently managing one of the best countries in the world, Brazil, in terms of football. Okay, he knows when and where to start certain players in certain major tournaments. What up in your Matra Makwe? It's just one leg encounter.
So you think Hendrik is Matra Makwe? You think Hendrik is not clinical enough?
To start us, and I'm not, Emmanuel. You always
try to
change.
No. You just said you're always
trying to change my narrative.
And the question here is, should Hendrik be starting as the first
you always try to.
So if you say you're not doing Matra Makwe,
listen. I'm just trying to let you understand. Listen, I'm just trying to let you know.
Isn't that what you're saying?
Listen, the World Cup is a one-time thing.
Question.
The matches are not the matches. I've already stated that he shouldn't be starting.
Because what are your reasons?
I'm giving you reasons that Brazil has been missing that type of traditional number 9 who will give you 6 shots on target out of 7.
So it's not clinical enough.
For that long time.
With 5 games, 5 goals, you think it's not clinical enough?
And I've mentioned that you are going to put pressure on the young chap at that particular stage. Listen,
I want to know your reasons.
This is someone who has been.
I understand Kelvin. Kelvin has said Igor Thiago is more clinical according to his numbers, and he thinks his kind of profile is not what Hendrik offers. He's a different profile to what Hendrik is. I understand the reason, but you are telling me, and I want to get your points as to why you don't think Hendrik should be a starter. Is it that he's not clinical enough? And if you make that point, I would again remind you he scored 5 goals in 5 games. That's the point I would make. If you tell me Hendrik is not clinical, that's the point. So what exactly is your reason for saying Hendrik should not be a starter? In clear statements, let me get. What are you saying? Why shouldn't Hendrik be a starter for Brazil?
I'm saying that the World Cup pedigree that we are going to play is not a try and error season. The matches are going to be played on just one leg encounter. Secondly, no coach will be willing to have time to be like, let me try him at the number 9 spot. And I made mention that for me, I prefer Igor Thiago to start ahead of Hendrik because one, he is that type of player who finds himself at that particular spot when he is needed. And now Vinicius and I would do back cutting in after you be PJ player after you who that if you look at the goals Thiago has banked in this season for a team like Brentford, he's always there at the right time. He has scored outside the box, he has scored within the box. Okay, and I made mention that he is that type of man that can, as Kelvin said, he'll be able to draw players to him and also take on players and just give you what he's supposed to be desired as a striker. Am I saying that in Hendrik? I cannot confidently stick out my neck for Hendrik. Because one, he's been managed. He was managed by Don Carlo Ancelotti, and you actually say anytime he comes into banging the goals. But if he was banging in the goals, why was he not getting playing time?
Because
you come and mention that there's a likes of Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah,
that's what you will say.
Yeah,
no, hold on.
No, relax. But that's what you will say.
Mbappe.
Relax,
isn't there?
That is what you are going to say. Listen, that is what you are going to say at the end of the day. But you see, if someone is doing what comes at the end of the day, you should give him some play minutes. Listen, you should give him some play. Manuel,
you lose your job as a Madrid coach under 2 seconds. Carlo Ancelotti could not be playing.
You like interjecting me anytime I'm trying to make my point.
The point here. The point here is.
Listen, we all sat here. We saw how Kevin was flowing. Allow me to flow. So that you get to my angles where I'm trying to cut
honestly,
but if you keep on interjecting me, how will I be able to flow?
If the points Kelvin were making, I had a problem with now that interjecting.
No.
But the points I'm making, I'm not getting.
If you are telling me that you are saying,
wait, let's see something. What are you
are saying that under Don Carlo Ancelotti, because there's a certain Mbappe, Hendrik will be put on the bench and I'm trying to let you know that if he comes in, per your own logic, you are saying that he comes in to score. I'm coming. He has seen that he comes in to score anytime he's given opportunity. And under Don Carlo Ancelotti, this guy never even played like 20 games in a particular season. So the big question is, why didn't then Don Carlo be like, okay, then let me just give him playing time like 20 minutes each and every time to be on the field?
So it looks like we're now moving to Real Madrid.
No, listen. No, because he's the same manager managing Brazil.
Yeah, but my focus is at...
And I'm saying,
the same manager
there was
Brazil.
a Kylian Mbappe there. You are not benching Mbappe for Endrick. Nobody's doing that.
Nobody's taking that from Endrick. You know Endrick is good. But most friendly matches, was he called?
Madrista, I want to ask a question.
Most friendly matches, you know he's good, but most friendly matches, was he called by the same manager?
Most friendly matches
The friendly match stats he showed here, was he called? Did he even account
for Brazil?
Against the Tunisia?
Brazil.
He wasn't starting.
Exactly. And he's going to be managed by the same man again, Don Carlo. I'm saying he's not going to start for Brazil national team. That is it.
Okay.
We are all agreeing that Endrick is a fantastic player. He will get to the number straight. But because there's a certain Don Carlo Ancelotti, he will not give him. Because Carlo, as we know, wants results. He will not stick out his leg, okay, let me go and play this young chap because he still has time to
So then why won't Carlo play him?
It's a question for Don Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want you to go there. Michael, I don't want you to go there. What Don Carlo will do, don't be speaking for Don Carlo.
That's my point.
Don't be speaking for Don Carlo.
You brought that particular discussion.
No.
You brought that discussion.
Don't be
should he start for Brazil?
Michael, don't be speaking for Don Carlo. I want you to tell me
trying to suggest something to Don Carlo.
I want you to tell me
you. You're also suggesting something to Don Carlo.
What you personally, why do you think Endrick is not fit enough to start for Brazil? You, from your point of view.
I don't see Endrick to be a tournament player.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Endrick in any tournament?
If he has given, I saw him playing Champions League 1 or 2.
Let's say national team tournament under 20 and 17.
I have not seen.
You've not seen him do that. Okay. So then don't.
And I said no. Listen, that is under 20, under 17, under 18.
It's still a tournament.
Listen, it is still a tournament. But we are talking about the World Cup here.
It's also a
major tournament. Listen, a major tournament. There are class and differences within them. So if you have try and error, like to send a young chap to go and play number 9, fine. I have no problem.
I don't want to talk much, but do you know that in 2010,
I guess Prince, we are on you now, so you go.
Okay, so Manuel, that guy Endrick is a very good player. He's talented, but I will not agree with flying around numbers from Syria. Sorry, Ligue 1. It's not Syria, Syria's Italy. Ligue 1, and then you tell me he has 5 in 5. And talking about young players scoring on a debut. Because if you say that, then I'll say Ethan Moneri also on his debut with Marseille scored a goal. And I don't think he should even start for England because he's also a good player and a good talented kid. My challenge now has to be with Don Carlo has options. And looking at Don Carlo and his relationship with this player in the past, he has a certain way he would want this player to play, or a style he deems, I don't need this player. From my observation, I'm not saying that's what Don Carlo thinks, but from my observation, I watch and I'm like, look, listen, Don Carlo is a winner. I've seen him play a certain striker called, is he Hesse? Right. When he's on a number 9, and they won Champions League en route to that, but he wasn't a certain striker. Yeah, and I don't see him giving that to Endrick in his time with him. He gives him certain games, and the games he gives him, to be frank, are not the decisive games. Now, I look at this game, I'm like, maybe from Don Carlo's perspective, maybe, I'm not speaking for him, I'm saying maybe from my
Again,
own.
Prince, as I did with Michael, I will tell you, Don Carlo would not give Endrick these games because he had a Kylian Mbappe. I mean, in the Champions League game,
in Brazil, he has
manager in the right senses is benching Mbappe for Endrick.
He didn't win with Mbappe.
No matter how good he
didn't win it with Mbappe.
No matter how good he is,
he reached the final
he's an 18-year-old chap. You're not starting him.
Hold on. He reached the final with Hesse, who doesn't play regularly. No. And won it, but he didn't reach with Mbappe. He didn't reach the semis. What are you talking about? Exactly. If that's a point with Mbappe, without Mbappe, he got to the finals and won it. With Mbappe, he couldn't even get to the semis. So if you say there's Mbappe,
no, but that's what he didn't.
Ability wise, let's pick.
No,
I get you, but let's be fair to the player, which is Endrick, and also the coach.
Gavin, get closer to your microphone.
He had Mbappe there, let's be real. No matter how talented the boy was, okay, the options for Carlo was Mbappe as a number 9 or Hendrik as a number 9. And let's be honest, Mbappe that year was banging in goals. He even won, I think it was the second. He won the Golden Boot.
He won the Golden Boot last season. He won the.
So trying to bench him for Hendrik would be very hard. You can make a case that maybe Hendrik is a left-footed player. He has speed. Maybe when Real Madrid didn't have like an out-and-out right winger, maybe he could have tried him more there. But he's a natural number 9. Then again, this is Brazil. Brazil doesn't have an Mbappe there.
Exactly, and for as far as that point goes, when he was starting,
the disrespectful nature against other attackers.
When he was starting Heskey, did he have an Mbappe quality striker on the bench? When he was starting Heskey,
was Benzema there?
Are you asking me?
Well, Real Madrid, no,
Yes.
he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't there.
So who was the striker that season?
For
When Heskey was playing?
I think.
There was a striker. There was because Heskey wasn't the priority. Mbappe was there, and Benzema was there.
Yeah.
Benzema was there. He had Benzema. So when you are bringing that talent or that idea there, Benzema was there.
I'm so confused. You're talking about Jesse
Yes.
Rodriguez.
Jesse Rodriguez.
Oh!
But he wasn't a starter.
Oh my
He wasn't a
God!
starter, but he was scoring. He comes on to score.
Okay.
So
Oh no!
I'm
Jesse
telling
was
you,
not a starter.
it
Jesse was not starting
I didn't
games
say
ahead of
started.
Karim
I didn't say
Benzema.
started. I didn't say started. I said he played, even though there was someone there. He was a starter. I said he wasn't a starter.
Yeah, so
Good,
Much
but
like
he was
Hendrik, he
giving-
was coming
he
from
was
the
coming
bench.
in.
Yeah,
He was coming from the bench.
yeah, he was
Good.
coming from the
So,
bench.
but-
And much like Hendrik, while he scored, Hendrik too was scoring. So yeah, the point.
Exactly. So your point or your question was he's starting for Brazil. Now, Ancelotti also has options in Brazil. He has Richarlison. You can't say Richarlison is a poor striker.
Proper tournament player.
Feed him, he will score you. He will
Proper
get you
tournament
goals.
player.
And you can make
So if you are making a point like Mbappe, it was there, then Richarlison is here unless he's injured and Jesus is injured. Then Hendrik gets it. But he will keep starting because look at the style of play of Ancelotti. He has this intention of probably giving experience more time.
Richarlison was called out for Brazil's last game. He did not start. He didn't even
He was coming from injury.
He did not even come from the bench.
It was coming from injury. Considering that in that game, Gabriel Magalhaes also got injured and was warned that he shouldn't play, but he played him and Magalhaes got injured. So in that game that he was going to play, he was cautious because of the injury the clubs were warning or complaining about.
Okay.
At that instance, because Magalhaes didn't hit to the Arsenal technical team
But don't you
and he
think,
played.
But don't you think Hendrik's, I won't say level, but Hendrik's probability to start ahead of
Richarlison
is closer than
I mean-
his ability or probability to start ahead of Mbappe at Real Madrid?
At Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Because
Not
I mean,
from the Brazilian
Richarlison is
No,
not.
I'm just making. in terms
Richarlison
of
is not
the
an
people
Mbappe,
ahead
is
of
he?
him,
Is he an
the people
Mbappe?
ahead of him.
You see, at Real Madrid, those deals that they do and then the contracts they've had, image rights and things, will not come in with Brazil like that.
No, let's talk about quality. Is Richarlison and Mbappe quality-wise?
As a number 9,
As an everything, as a
As
player.
no, not everything. We are talking about striker. So as a number 9,
as a number
Richarlison is better than him. As a winger,
How?
yes. How?
How?
No, play him.
Respect
See,
for number
you see,
nine.
you gave an example.
Scorer
Hold
and
on. You gave an example that there are two types of strikers. The advanced striker,
different types.
So now with the profile of Richarlison, he's more of a target man. Yes. Compared now, make both of them a target man.
Okay, if you want one who can play better as a target man than Richarlison, but
Look, guys,
advanced strikers.
guys,
Exactly. So now
it's very simple.
it's a game
Richarlison has
profile.
been playing as a number 9 for pretty much
Most of his life.
the last season, his season at Tottenham. Mbappe has played as a number 9 last season. Let's compare the numbers. It's very simple. Let's
Let's compare the league. How many?
Are we saying what?
Let's compare the league.
Wait, what? Are we
Let's
saying
compare the league.
Mbappe in
Let's compare
Spanish
the
La
league.
Liga is
Look,
is
if
what
from La
exactly?
from League 1, he was scoring plenty. He came to smashing. Hendrik smashing in League 1. We saw the performance of the both.
No,
leagues
La
in-
Liga. Let's talk about Spanish La Liga.
La Liga.
Yeah, let's talk about Spanish La Liga. Mbappe was a golden boot last season. So what are we
Yeah,
saying?
he was. Richarlison can't get it. She comes to England and prove that. Look at the league. No. Talk about the league. Your league. What's in the? You're
God.
mentioning Hendrik scoring 5 in League 1. La Liga. You're having no.
Stop mentioning Liga.
Bring the league.
Let's talk about Spanish La Liga.
Your last World Cup, you go.
Richard the top scorer.
Played 4 matches and scored 3 goals. And you're
Your
telling
top-
me that
Brazil's
he
top
shouldn't be
scorer.
starting ahead of Hendrick
How many
at the
years?
World Cup
How
tournament.
many years?
4 years.
4
He
years
has
ago.
experience.
What are you trying to tell me?
Experience.
Is it the same with Richarlison that was so good that Barcelona was willing to
Even
pay
after that
90
particular
million for?
2022.
That Richarlison.
Richarlison at 2020. Relax.
He's not starting
At the moment.
Even at Richarlison at 2022 season, he played 27 matches and even scored
did
just
he
a
turn?
single goal. But Brazil took him to the World Cup because he's a tournament player.
He's a tournament player.
That's what you should understand.
What options did they have?
He scored only 1 goal in
They
27
have
matches. 2022 season, he played 27 matches. Scored just a
What
goal.
options did they have?
What option did they have?
That year, what options did they
And
have?
for that particular,
It's asking of options. They
What
had,
options
they
did they
had
have?
Jesus. They could have played Martinelli at a 9. They could have played Jesus at a 9. He got injured. They had
Those are-
they had Neymar.
Martinelli is a winger.
So
No, he could play as a 9.
Martinelli is a winger.
He could play as a 9 as well.
but it's a winger.
He-
Richarlison has been playing as a 9 in his club, so obviously that choice is not even the start.
It's not even- no,
I'll
like,
play the
yeah,
one
say
who
what
has
choice they
experience
have. I'm
as
giving
a
you
9
some.
than playing a winger as a makeshift 9.
Exactly.
We are making this Real Madrid.
it is just because Richarlison's background is coming from Madrid. And even if you know if it's Real Madrid, you know how Manuel is biased about it.
No.
We've made this. We've
You can't
guys, we will not agree on this.
At the moment,
Hendrick.
No. You can't at the moment. Richarlison is not even in the conversation when we talk about this. The top performing strikers for Brazil. He's not part on camera.
On Kabubu, but 27
He's not
matches
part.
after that World Cup year.
We'll be on the World Cup.
27 matches.
We'll talk about the
in
World
that
Cup.
year.
We will see Richarlison. Mark this down.
He scored only 1 goal and 3 assists, but he did not call World Cup. And you're here telling him that who was there?
I said, yeah. What options
No,
do
they
they
had
have?
better players as at that particular season.
Which better
too.
players?
So you're telling
Name
me
them. Which
Gabriel
better
Jesus
players?
was there.
Gabriel Wine.
Jesus was there. Jesus
was
That's why
there.
he got injured. That's why Jesus got injured in our World Cup
Oh god.
against Cameroon. Jesus was there.
So you know he was injured.
He got injured in a World Cup against Cameroon.
Okay. Let's wrap up that conversation now. Then we have. I think the Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur game is about to start. That kicks off at 12:30. So we'll skip a couple of items on our agenda and then quickly do that game. Yeah. So producer, I mean, if you have the Manchester United game versus Tottenham, there's an image of Manchester United versus Tottenham. I want to look at the two teams and all that. Yeah, project that one for me. So guys, Manchester United is kicking off against Tottenham Hotspur. The lineups are in. Let me read you through the lineups quickly. So we have Lemon starting in goal, Dalot as right back, Maguire, Martinez two centre back pairings. Luke Shaw is playing as left back. Casemiro, Menu. It looks like now Casemiro, Menu is the double pivot. Ahmad and Bruno Fernandes and then Kunha are playing at the front three behind Mbeumo. Mbeumo is again starting as the false 9 today for Michael Carrick. And then for Tottenham Hotspur, Vicario is in goal. Paulinho, Romero, Van der Ven are the 3 centre back pairings. So it's starting with the 3 back, and then Udogi, Gray are the wing backs, and then Sarr and Gallagher are the 2 central midfielders, and then Xavi Simons and Odobert are right behind Solanke, who starts up top for Tottenham. Now, this game, for this particular game, a lot of the conversation coming into this one is, if there's one team in the EPL that's Manchester United fears, it is Tottenham. Apparently, if you want a team that can proper whip Manchester, it is Tottenham Hotspur. So I guess the question a lot of surrounding this discussion a lot is that, look, Michael Carrick has come in and he's doing wonders. He's won his first 3 games. Or Man City born or Arsenal born and then Prince, I know Prince is here and he probably don't like this one. But yeah, Michael Carrick came in, took care of Man City, took care of Manchester United, and then took care of Arsenal, and then finally in the last game against Fulham, he took. So if you're on Facebook live stream, that was the last lineup of Michael Carrick. Fulham, that was the game against Fulham was 3-2. So yeah, but guys, even though Michael Carrick is killing it, one thing people are not realizing is that in his 4 games that he's played so far, it was only against Manchester City that he didn't concede. Yeah, it was only against Manchester he didn't concede. He conceded 2 goals against Arsenal, conceded 2 against Fulham. is that a sign of a problem in the defense again? And what does that mean? No, we are not even doing the Michael Carrick conversation yet. So you can, let's just stay with that one. So let's talk about this game and Tottenham and how they've been a tone in Manchester United side. You look at the previous meeting between these two sides, and it looks like Manchester United's best is a draw. The last time they met was a 2-2 draw at the Tottenham Stadium. The time before that was a 1-0 defeat to Manchester United, again at the Tottenham Stadium. The time before that in the league was 1-0 to Tottenham, 4-3 to Tottenham, 3-0 to Tottenham, 2-2. Me say Manchester United the best a draw. So guys, is this the game that we finally see Michael Carrick Shege? Is this Tottenham going to show Michael Carrick his first probably defeat as a United manager?
I think if this will actually come to play, Manchester United should take what happened in the 2020-21 season where Spurs came to their backyard and gave them 6-1 thrashing. I think this should be a redemption time for Manchester United. I like the fact that United is scoring goals and conceding at the same time, but it is something that can still be worked on. And prior to that 6-1 defeat, Manchester United also had the opportunity to score them consecutively for 2 years. And now, for the past 4 years, Manchester United have found themselves walking in the shoes of Tottenham Hotspur. Auto season. Omobo 2-2 near Shen 1-0 near Bono 1-0 near Sabe Shen 4 near Nyama.
But the way you started, you said this is the
so
game that will give them
this is a
revenge.
redemption time for Manchester United.
So which means you think United are winning this game?
United is going to win this game.
Okay.
Hands down. It's going to be a strict, I see maybe a 2-1. It will be a close call.
Why do you think though?
Because of looking at the setup, okay. Thomas Frank did something last week against Tottenham Hotspur, and I was surprised. Just as when they came back from the dressing room, he dropped Romero of Brighton, brought in Per Mertesacker, and that was end of discussion for Manchester City. They found themselves what they couldn't even have a shot on target second half, and Thomas Frank has shown that he's a second half masterclass team, and also. Tottenham Hotspurs are doing so well away this particular season. They've been they've been gaining the points away this season. But this is where it comes to an end. Manchester United, I see them edging over Tottenham this particular. It's not because of the brilliance of Michael Carrick, but and this is the time. Tottenham.
You see, Michael wonders why when he makes a submission, I'm always on his case. You said Manchester United is winning. I said why. Then you said Tottenham. Thomas Frank did a substitution second half last season.
I was giving
and then
you
you started
breakdown.
off there, and then that. So you spoke in favor of Tottenham. Why do you think Manchester is winning, my brother? Why do you think Manchester is winning?
I said this is a revenge time, and looking at how Michael Carrick has gotten his team right, this will be the time for the players to be like, okay, let us be consistent in what you are doing. If you should be able to qualify for the Champions League, because that will be the only motivation behind Manchester United last coming into this game, because you need to qualify to play that Champions League this particular season, next season. So the Champions League factor is part. The tactical discipline by the squad is also part. You could see this time around, I can see a little bit of Kobe Menu doing some running in the game, the slowest under 20-year-old chap I've ever seen in my life as a footballer. But he's doing well so far under the setup given to him by Michael Carrick. And also, I said here that Harry Maguire in this particular setup is going to do wonders for Michael Carrick, and the results are showing for itself. They are winning the games. You can say they are conceding, but at least it is far better than the likes of Ruben Amorim. So yeah, this is why I said Manchester United is winning this game, because they have found a particular rhythm which they are playing to. They are fearless. When they are coming at you, and they are not afraid to make mistakes. And Bruno and that kind of Mbeumo combination is beginning to yield results. Anytime he gets the ball, you see him in Mbeumo doing the runs. So
you spoke about motivation. You said Manchester United will be motivated by the possibility of qualifying for the Champions League.
Yes.
What about Tottenham, who are currently 14th and are pretty much closer to the relegation zone than they are closer to the European spots?
It's no news. Last season, I think last season they were 15th or so.
Yeah.
So Tottenham seeing
Isn't that
themselves
motivation
there.
enough?
No. Tottenham seeing themselves there is no news.
Yeah, but they beat United every time they made them last season though. So
Of course, yes. And I also told you that United also beat them for 2 consecutive years, and they've turned it down to 4 consecutive.
So I'm talking
years.
about when they were fighting relegation last season. When they meet United, they beat them because they had the motivation of fighting relegation.
Yeah.
So don't you think that would play?
After that time when they were beating United, they were already down. They had no sense of reasoning. They had no purpose. But this time, this is a United team having a sense of purpose that they want to play Champions League. And that is the motivation behind it. It's not going to be an
You don't think fighting relegation is motivation enough?
They won't go to relegation. They were 15th last season or so. And they being 14th is a big step for them. They know that the league is over for them. There's nothing for them to fight. They are just trying to be around there. And if you sitting and tell me that they are fighting for relegation,
They are closer to relegation. They
How
are,
many
they are
points?
just 4 points. They are just 4 places away from the relegation.
4
spot.
points or
4 places. 4 places. 4 spots away from the relegation.
I think the other 2 teams there are like 6 points apart or 5 points apart. So it's not a big deal for Tottenham to be at that particular, because there's no news. Last season that was where they are, even though they were trying to win the Champions League last season.
Okay. Prince, let me get you now. Manchester United versus Tottenham.
I'm a bit conflicted here.
Okay.
Considering Tottenham is my biggest rival.
Okay.
And last week they did me a good favor.
Okay. With Manchester City.
Yeah, taking points off them.
Yeah.
I'm much grateful to my people in Tottenham, London, not London. We love you.
Okay.
But when you look at the league this season, Tottenham, they have a very good away record compared to their home. If they were playing at home, I'll be scared for Tottenham because they easily concede at home.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere gets cringy and eerie sometimes for them. And it affects the players' morale. But when we look at their performance away, they are not scared when they go away. Like currently, looking at how they are playing presently right now against United, they are not sitting back.
Okay.
We look at the lineup and it was thinking it's 3 back, 5 back, but they are playing with 5 players on each side of the pitch currently, and you see that they are going for it. For United, kudos to them. Carrick is doing well for them, and they found a rhythm that seems to be winning them. But I don't think it's sustainable. Looking at them, it will keep long.
You don't think so?
No, I don't
think
think
it's
so.
just a fluke.
No, you see, when a new manager bounce comes, even relegation teams, they get some sort of them until they meet somebody who is, let's say, their level. That knows that, okay, I have nothing to do, now score me.
So you think this is a new manager bounce?
This is a new manager bounce, and it shouldn't be surprising that they be the likes of the teams at the top of the table. And they even struggled against Arsenal and X last week. And
I see.
Yeah, like had it not been for that last minute fluke goal, it would have been 2-2. Arsenal Annex did us proud for a moment, coming back from 2 goals down.
So you
2-2.
talk about this game for me.
So
How do you see this game?
with this game, I see it being a draw or a slight win for Tottenham.
You think this will be Michael Carrick's first taste of defeat?
He will drop points. Maybe it could be a draw, but he will drop points.
So his best is a draw.
Yes, his best
is
will be
what
a
I'm
draw. Yes.
Okay.
He will drop
Now
points.
let me go to the United man. Kelvin. Michael thinks you guys are winning. Prince thinks your best is a draw today against Spurs. What do you think?
First of all, I'd like to say they all made great, submission. It all made sense looking from where you expected this. For the last
couple of years, Tottenham has been a very tough side for Manchester United to beat. They quote unquote for lack of better words, we have been their bitches for some time now. But just like we were very bad against us now, before Carrick, I believe Carrick changes the whole scenario for us.
Prince says he thinks his new manager bounce with you guys and it won't last. Today will be the day you guys go back to factory settings.
They were saying that at when Ole was there, he did manager bounce chop seconds. So we don't mind if it is manager bounce, fine. So far as we keep on winning, sure. But Tottenham, tactically, Thomas Frank is a very brilliant coach. He will try. I'm sure he has, watched a lot of clips of our past games just to make sure that he finds loopholes in our system just to score us. But I believe, just to keep it short, I believe with the fans behind us and the manager bounce, I believe Manchester United will take this one 2-1.
You think Manchester United will take this one?
Yeah, 2.
Okay, so we jumped the gun a bit because the United game was about to start, but we've now spoken about the United thing. So I just want us to add the Michael Carrick one, because already Prince started that conversation. But Michael Carrick was originally part of our conversation or our agenda today. And the question was was Michael Carrick the man to lead United back to their glory days? And so, producer, you can project the Michael Carrick images for me so that we do that discussion, and then we wrap that one up. So, yeah. Here he is, Michael Carrick, with a UEFA A license. His preferred formation is a 4-2-3-1, according to Transfer Market. His current deal is just a temporary one, so it ends in June 30th. That is at the end of the season, apparently. Yeah, let's see. There's an image of his heaviest, this one. Okay, so at Middlesbrough, where he had a long stint. These are his heaviest defeats and his heaviest victories, his heaviest wins. So his biggest wins, we could see a 5-0, a 5-2, 5-1, 5-1, and then 4-0. And then the heaviest defeats, we see a 6-1 to Chelsea, a 5-0, 5-0, 3-0, 3-0. Guys, is Michael Carrick the man to lead Manchester United back to their glory days? Kelvin, let me start with you.
First of all, I wouldn't say he's the man.
Is it the stats that I just gave? But
it's not just the stats, but it's not.
I intentionally look for that one. I thought, that should give you a fresh perspective.
No, it's not that one. But just like he's doing something that most of the fans were crying for. Playing a system that fits the team, encouraging the players and letting them know that, okay, this is Manchester United. Fluid, football, counter-attack, it's our way of football. So let's try to do this. So he has, instead of forcing a system on them, he has actually made sure that the players are playing in a particular system that suits them. So for that, I would say he has done well. Also, I mean, there has been
granted, right, that he's playing the fullback that a lot of people have been calling fullback, but originally the fullback has been his preferred choice of setup. So do you think possibly he's just playing the four? Don't you think he's possibly just playing the fullback now because that's what he himself is comfortable and used to playing? Do you think he's a manager that would maybe try to change formations later in other games when he feels is necessary, or do you think he's just gonna be stuck with the fullback because he prefers that one himself?
I think based on his past, his past Middlesbrough, before he even came to Manchester United, there were variances in his game. Is when usually teams has the ball, the right back usually tucks in a 3 center back, making a 3 back formation. Okay. Then maybe because of that, that's why maybe he has stopped it whilst coaching Manchester United, because I'm sure Manchester United fans will be like, why have we sacked a 3-back system and bringing in a coach who when his team has the ball, it turns into a 3-back. So he has that variety, he has that flexibility to change formations and all that. But so far, the 4-2-3-1 is what he's sticking with, and he has.
So let me interject you a bit and look at another image on a live stream for those of you who are streaming live. So for when you could see Michael Carrick at Middlesbrough, he was in charge from 25th October 2022 till 4th June 2025. So pretty much 3 year stint at Middlesbrough. He took charge of 136 matches and he averaged a 1.57 points per match.
Yeah. I think
does that scream like a good enough?
It generally doesn't, but if you understand the context of what happened, I'm sure you would understand. His first season, the team that he was leading in most of the attacking metrics with the goals, with the chances creation and all that. But the players that he made at that time were sold. The likes of Chupa Apon, who was the championship best player at that time, was sold. The likes of Morgan Rogers, at Aston Villa. Most of the players that he advanced and added quality to them that normally the next season they should build on and maybe qualify for the Premier League were sold.
Okay.
So that he was made to work with new players. So that's why his stats, came down. But here again, Manchester United, how many times would Manchester United sell their best player to another team, unless maybe it's Ronaldo to Real Madrid, So if he's able to build a team, maybe top 4, I doubt maybe Real Madrid is coming for an Mbuemo and all that. So for that, maybe we can look at him. But still, I think, it's too early for us to consider.
You think it's too early for you?
He hasn't done 3 games. He hasn't done anything.
Okay. Let me go to who will go for me next? Prince and Michael. Okay, Prince, go for me next. Do you think Michael Carrick is the man to take them to the next level?
Next level? No.
Okay.
I don't think he is.
I mean, you have already said you think his new manager bounce.
Yeah, I've already said a new manager bounce. But look at this trend of United. Look at the system that they play. I say the system, the time schedule for them. They literally have one of the months coming, they have 2 games in that month, right? So they have ample time to prepare and rest, recover from injury. Now, next season, if they should, I just don't want them to. But if they should qualify for Europe, I don't want to say Champions League. I want maybe they should go to Europa or Conference. They'll be playing 3 days if they should stay in every competition. Now and there'll be injuries, no time to recover, and that's where we'll see the metal that Carrick will be made of.
Okay, good point.
And when such things happen, your reaction will determine if you're part of the elite or not. Not when you have 2 games and then 24 players available. You have enough time to analyze the opposition who are playing 3 days every day. And then you come in.
And this is in United are playing the fewest games they've played in, I don't know.
14 games the whole season. They'll play 40 games the whole season.
Amorim had the same time, but nothing happened.
I mean, it's not like this season though. This season is a record number of games. You guys are playing this season.
Amorim made that record before he left.
40
About the fewer number of games, the number of games you played this season, the last time that happened was in the 19-something.
90-something.
I saw a
Amorim
stat like that. Yeah, so
Amorim is not part.
I'm saying Amorim was the reason why we are all those most of the competitions that we are not.
It was a reason.
But
Amorim didn't lose to Brighton in the FA Cup.
But
he didn't lose to Brighton.
He didn't lose to Brighton, but he lost to.
He left the AFL to Grimsbury. Grimsbury. Fine. Yes.
Brighton, Grimsbury.
No, wait, hold on. Brighton and Grimsbury. Brighton has been beating you guys since they came to the league.
So you are making my case for me.
So wait. No.
Like Carrick losing to Brighton or we being out of the FA Cup.
No, it wasn't Carrick. It was a caretaker before him. Carrick wasn't in charge.
Okay, but at least like you said, Brighton is a team that is a good team. So if at least makes sense a little bit, but making Grimsby eliminate us
on penalty shootouts.
On penalty shootouts.
That's not Amorim.
That was under Amorim.
It's not your players. It's not Amorim. It would have been painful. It would have been painful if Amorim didn't redeem you from that 2-0 Grimsby loss.
The fact that you had to even redeem yourself shows that you're a bad coach.
Okay, let's get back on track, guys. So Prince.
I look at Carrick. He has good ideas. He is making us see United of the old, the ones I dislike the most, with referee backing. Okay. But looking at now, I'm like, okay, he has the time, he has the new manager bounce with him, and he's making the team win. It's perfect.
But you think in the season where they are playing 60 plus games, they are playing in multiple competitions.
They'll not be 60 plus game with him because you'll be knocked out eventually where the injuries will come in. We'll start seeing the true iron in Carrick, where he'll come back and tell us that Alessandro has missed 2 months of football, so if the back is not stable, it's because you are losing players, and then you start blaming Ratcliffe for not buying players. Okay. And we'll start seeing that. So if he's able to prove that, and they give him the job and he proves that next season, I would say that he's the man to lead. But if he's not able to withstand and overcome that, looking at what I'm doing now, it's normal. Even what's it called? Odum. Or Ogum can do it.
Okay, let me move to the Liverpool man now. Michael, is Michael Carrick the man to take United to the destination, Destiny Land?
Personally, I think yes, he's the man for the job. He's the right man for the job. The only thing that will make him unfit for the job for that long period of time is probably the profile every competent and world-class manager should have.
Okay.
You having Middlesbrough as part of your CV should not even qualify you in the first place to be a Manchester United manager. But you have the likes of old guys, the old legends of United rallying behind him, and the entire team rallying behind him. His perfect leadership style was also playing a very, very, very important role, taking the team to a back four system, creating more stability for the team. It is something worth to talk about. It's not every lad who has that particular IQ to bring a team in trenches like Manchester United to that stable form. Looking at the teams they have played, played Manchester City, played Fulham, and played Arsenal. Okay, and when I listened to what Carrick said after the Arsenal game, he said, after the Fulham game, he said when he realized Fulham had equalized that particular time, the first thing he watched was the time, and realized that there's still more time to do something. This is the man who was trying to let you know that we are not going to give up here. Even if it's left to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, we can still turn things around.
So that is speaking to the fact that he was a United man himself.
Yes.
And he knows the club. He probably bleeds red through and through.
Exactly.
I think that is a factor and would help him at the new post.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And one thing too, he has also brought the best out of Bruno Fernandes in the past 3 matches so far. And this is something that is
we can even speak of other players, not even Bruno alone.
Yes.
We can talk about Casemiro, Kobe. I mean, Casemiro is giving on looking passes and things.
Yes.
Charlie.
And looking assist.
Messi.
Harry Maguire, how intense Mbeumo has been. I never ever imagined Mbeumo could.
What's this thing about playing Mbeumo as a false nine? It seems to be working. And today he's playing the same formation.
Yes. I never imagined that Mbeumo could be that.
So tactically, he has something to him, right?
Yes,
playing Dogu as the left winger, playing Mbeumo as a false nine.
Yes.
These things have worked so far when he's done them.
If you should look at his numbers at Middlesbrough, you will say no to him. But you should also understand that Middlesbrough is a championship side. And for me, I'm always of the view that if you want to be a world-class manager, go and coach the championship.
Okay.
Obana Noko, you will see something for there.
Okay.
You see, one thing I like about Carrick is he was able to match his heaviest defeats with his biggest wins in the league. So at least there's some equalization there. But going forward, I think he is if United want instant results, they should give Carrick some time. Okay. They should be looking at this season and the next 2 seasons. They should look at this season and next 2 seasons as more time for him to build the team he wants to. Because if you even gave Amorim this long waiting time, how much more Michael Carrick, who has started showing prowess that he can do something for the club. So for me personally, maybe because he's called Michael, but hey,
okay,
he's a man for the job.
Guys, let's take a musical break. When we get back, we'll look at the Liverpool versus Manchester City game and then wrap the show up because our time is not far off to being over. So yeah, we'll take a short break. Let's enjoy this one. When we come back, we will get back to the conversation and with Lami Yama. I hope you enjoy that one, guys. Our time is far gone, so let's jump back into the conversation. Let's preview the biggest game happening tomorrow. That is the Liverpool versus Manchester City game. Now, this game could possibly grant Arsenal their dream. Do you think that's possible? If should City lose that game tomorrow, I think Arsenal would run away with the league title. So I think it's that crucial for them, for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola, for their season, and if they want to actually give Arsenal a run for their money as far as the EPL is concerned. So Liverpool, we have a Liverpool fan in the studio, obviously, a staunch one. So I will have to start with that one. Sorry, Michael. Let's go with you. So, Liverpool, Man City.
This is going to be a very beautiful game we are all going to witness at Anfield. And it's going to be something sweet and tantalizing. Let me put it that way. And at the end of the day, Liverpool is going to give Pep Guardiola a run for his money. It's going to be a free-flowing scoring team. Both teams are going to score. And I see Liverpool edging over Manchester City.
You think?
Yes, yes. By 2-1 or 3-1.
Really? Because I know you are in favor of City winning the league. And if you beat Pep Guardiola tomorrow, you guys will lose.
And who says Arsenal is winning against Sunderland?
Oh, okay. I see.
Exactly. So they all drop points this weekend.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Our last 5 matches have shown that Liverpool always has an edge over them. Draw 2-1-2 and lost 1 against Manchester City. So it's a good thing for us, and we are winning. We are going to beat Manchester City at Anfield by 2 goals or 3 goals to 1.
Okay.
This particular
I mean, Pep Guardiola has said Liverpool and Anfield has been the toughest opponents he's faced
This new
in his.
United said,
Okay, so Kelvin has a different opinion. Kelvin, let me hear you. You say what?
This Anfield save.
Which are Anfield now United? I was saying.
United you power say
when we need 3 matches in now.
Okay.
But
so,
you know,
Kelvin, what do you think?
this match always, you know, for the last, let's say, like 10 years has been like the biggest rivalry in England. You know, Liverpool always shows up regardless of their form. Man City also shows up regardless of their form. So it's going to be a battle. It's unfortunate that, you know, there's a dilemma where people are pushing that, you know, Haaland should be benched for Mamouche and all that because it gives them that fluidity. Haaland will, if he starts, he will try to make a statement that, okay.
If Haaland starts the Haaland for Liverpool.
Okay.
Well, okay, but for me, to me, I think the match in favor of Manchester United to even do better. I think it should be a 2-2 draw.
Okay, Kelvin thinks to be a draw. Prince, let me wrap up with you quickly.
Beware of false prophets. People say it's going to be a scoring draw, so both teams to score. Last time they met, somebody was slapped 3-0. This is what will give us now an advantage, but I just hope that the cup will show up and it will be a goalless draw. I hope so. But
I mean, a draw is good for you.
The draw will be good for me, but I just want. I don't see what do you call it?
You don't see Liverpool winning.
Yes, I don't see. It's very difficult.
Okay.
Looking at how Slot has managed their team in big games and looking at the edge, what do you call it? City is coming on with. Though they may silence the cup today. Tomorrow.
Okay, guys. Also, soon we have to wrap up. This has been the Weekend Sports Rally Show on Z11.9 FM. My name is Emmanuel Kwame Donko. Up next is Roots and Rouse. So stick and stay tuned, guys. Thank you very much for joining us and you listening to me. I'll see you next week, God willing. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Tuned in to Z 101.9 FM, your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio.
Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Tell everybody. No time is no time. Z101.9 FM. Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Tell everybody. Tell everybody. Z101.9 FM. Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Tell everybody, tell everybody. Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Tell everybody, tell everybody. The roots and roots on Z101.9 FM. Saturday from 1 p.m.